Today I'm going to show you how to make the viral TikTok spaghetti, so let's get started with the video. In a pan over medium heat, add olive oil. Then add the ground meat of your choice. I'm using ground turkey. Then break it up. Next, add a half a cup of diced onions and a half a cup of diced bell peppers. Once you've added your onions and bell peppers, you can now add your seasonings. The seasonings I added were seasoned salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. Cook your ground meat until it has browned. Once the ground meat has finished cooking, add your favorite tomato sauce. I'm using Ragu tomato, garlic, and onion sauce. Then mix everything together until well combined. Once you have finished making your sauce, set it to the side. Next, in a pot filled with water, add salt. Bring the water to a boil and then add your spaghetti noodles. Cook the noodles for however long it says to on the box. While the noodles are cooking, we're going to make the Alfredo sauce. In a large pan over medium heat, add 1 stick of butter. Once the butter has melted, add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Sauté the garlic for about 1 minute. Then add 2 cups of heavy cream. Mix everything together and then let your sauce simmer until it starts to become thick. Once the sauce starts to become thick, mix in 1½ cups of shredded Parmesan cheese. Then add a ½ teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Then mix everything together until well combined. Make sure to give your sauce a taste to see if it needs any additional salt or seasonings. Once you have finished making your Alfredo sauce, add your spaghetti noodles. Mix the noodles in with the sauce until the noodles are completely coated. Next, add the Alfredo pasta into a baking dish. Then evenly spread it out throughout the dish. Next, add the tomato sauce. Once you've added the tomato sauce, add shredded mozzarella cheese on top. When you're finished, place the dish in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Once the spaghetti has finished baking in the oven, top it with parsley and enjoy. And this is the finished result. I kept seeing this spaghetti all over TikTok and I just had to try it, and I'm really glad I did because it was so good. It's also really easy and quick to make. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to make stuffed shells with ricotta cheese. So let's get started with the video. Begin by dicing 1 onion. When you're finished, set your diced onions to the side. Now clean 1 cup of baby spinach. Then, in a large pan over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then add a half a cup of your diced onions and saute your onions for about 3 to 4 minutes. Lightly season your onions with salt and pepper. After you've sauteed your onions, add 1 teaspoon of garlic and then saute the garlic with the onions for about 2 more minutes. After that, add your spinach and then saute your spinach for about 5 minutes. Once your spinach has finished cooking, take it off the heat. Now, place your spinach, onions, and garlic on a cutting board and finely chop them up. Now add your spinach mixture into a large bowl. Then add 2 cups of ricotta cheese, 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese, 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Mix everything together until well combined. Next, add your mixture into a Ziploc bag. It's easier to do this if you place the Ziploc bag in a cup first. Then set it to the side. In a large pot of water, add salt. Then bring the water to a boil. Then add your jumbo pasta shells. Cook your pasta shells for however long it says to on the box. Once your pasta is finished cooking, Drain them and set them to the side. In a large baking dish, add half a jar of tomato sauce. Next, take the Ziploc bag filled with your ricotta mixture and cut the corner off. The part we cut off will be the tip. What we made was a makeshift piping bag, which will make it easier to stuff our shells. Now, stuff your pasta shells with your ricotta mixture. Then place it inside the pan. Repeat this process until you run out of room in the pan. After you finish with that, add your remaining sauce on top of your pasta. Then add some Parmesan cheese on top. Next, cover your pan with tin foil and then place inside the oven at 360 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. Once your pasta has finished cooking, it should look like this. Now that your pasta is finished cooking, you can go ahead and plate it up. And this is the finished product. I'm really happy with how this came out. It looks absolutely amazing and tastes delicious. The recipe is easy and pretty quick to make. Also, if you're someone who really likes ricotta cheese like I do, this recipe is perfect for you. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I will be teaching you how to make an easy and quick baked ziti. So let's get started with the video. In a bowl, add 1.5 cups of ricotta cheese. Then add 1 egg and some parsley. Mix everything until well combined. When you're finished, set your ricotta cheese to the side. In a large pan over medium heat, add some olive oil. Then add your ground meat. I usually use ground turkey meat. Now add your seasonings. The seasonings I added were pepper, seasoned salt, Creole Seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. Cook your ground meat until it has browned. When your ground meat has finished cooking, reduce your heat to low and then add your tomato sauce. You can use your favorite tomato sauce. My favorite tomato sauce to use is Ragu, tomato, garlic, and onion. Mix the sauce and the meat together until everything is well combined and then set it to the side. Then, in a large pot filled with water, add salt. Bring the water to a boil. Then add your ziti noodles. Cook your ziti noodles for as long as the box says to. When your noodles are finished cooking, drain the water and set your noodles to the side. In a baking dish, add some olive oil. Coat the baking dish in the olive oil. Then add half of your ziti noodles. Since I'm making a small pan of ziti, I only used about a third of the ziti noodles, but if you're making a large pan, use half. Then add some slices of provolone cheese, enough to cover the ziti noodles. Next, add your ricotta cheese. Then add half of your tomato sauce. Then add the other half of your ziti noodles. Again, I'm using about a third. Next, add some mozzarella cheese. Finish with that, add the other half of your tomato sauce. Then add Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese on top. When you're finished, place your ziti into the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes, or until the cheese melts. And this is the finished result. This baked ziti is quick, easy, and delicious. I used to make it all the time for my family. It's awesome for dinner and I would totally recommend making it. I'll have the recipe for a full pan of ziti and a small pan of ziti in the description. That looks absolutely delicious! Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make some delicious Cajun shrimp lasagna rolls. These were so good and I can't wait to show you how to make them, so let's get started with the video. Begin by preparing your ingredients. Dice 1 onion, 1 green bell pepper, and 1 red bell pepper. Then peel and devein about 10 pieces of shrimp. When you're finished, set your ingredients to the side. Next, in a large bowl, add 2 cups of ricotta cheese, half a cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of parsley, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Then mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, set your ricotta mixture to the side. Next, in a pot full of water, add salt. Then bring the water to a boil. When the water starts boiling, add your lasagna noodles. Then cook the lasagna noodles for however long it says to on the box. While our noodles are cooking, we're going to make our sauce. Begin by seasoning your shrimp. I seasoned my shrimp with pepper, Old Bay, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and Cajun seasoning. Oh, and when you're seasoning the shrimp, add a bit of olive oil. It helps the seasoning stick to the shrimp. When you finish seasoning your shrimp, set it to the side. Next, in a large pan over medium heat, add butter and olive oil. Once the butter has melted, add your shrimp. Then cook the shrimp for about 5 to 7 minutes. When the shrimp have finished cooking, take them out of the pan and set them to the side. Next, add a half a cup of diced onions and a half a cup of diced bell peppers. Sauté the onions and bell peppers for about 5 minutes. When you finish sautéing the onions and bell peppers, add 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Then cook everything together for about 1 to 2 minutes. Next, add a half a cup of chicken broth and 2 tablespoons of butter. Mix everything together, and once the butter has melted, add 2 cups of heavy cream. Mix in the heavy cream and then let your sauce simmer until it starts to become thick. Once the sauce starts to become thick, add a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of Creole Seasoning, a half a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, and about 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Mix everything together until well combined and then set your sauce to the side. Now you've finished making your Cajun sauce, chop up the shrimp you cooked before. Place your shrimp in a bowl and then mix together half a cup of your Cajun sauce with the shrimp. Once everything is mixed together, you can begin assembling your lasagna rolls. First, lay out a lasagna noodle. Then spread a layer of ricotta cheese. After adding the ricotta cheese, add a layer of shrimp. Then roll up your lasagna. When you're finished, set your lasagna roll to the side and then repeat this process until you've made about 6 to 9 lasagna rolls. Next, grease a baking dish. Then add some of your Cajun sauce to the bottom of the dish. Make sure to spread the sauce out evenly. Then add your lasagna rolls. When you finish adding your lasagna rolls, pour the rest of the Cajun sauce on top. Next, add a layer of Parmesan and mozzarella cheese. When you're finished adding the cheese, place your lasagna rolls in the oven at 375 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. Then broil the top for about 3 minutes or until it has browned. After baking the lasagna rolls, let them rest for about 10 minutes and then enjoy. And this was the finished result. These lasagna rolls were delicious. They were creamy, cheesy, and tasted really good. They're pretty easy to make and they're great for dinner. They're also pretty filling. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make cheesy baked spaghetti, so let's get started with the video. We're going to begin by making the ricotta cheese mixture. In a bowl, add 1 cup of ricotta cheese, 2 ounces of cream cheese, 2 ounces of Boursin garlic and herb cheese, a 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, a 1/4 cup of shredded or grated Parmesan cheese, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 tablespoon of parsley. Then mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, set your cheese mixture to the side. Next, in a pot filled with water, add salt. Bring the water to a boil and then add your spaghetti noodles. Cook the noodles for however long it says to on the package. Next, in a large pan over medium heat, add olive oil. Then add 1 pound of the ground meat of your choice. I'm using ground turkey meat. Break up the ground meat and then add a 1/2 cup of diced onions and a 1/2 cup of diced green bell peppers. Next, add your seasonings. I added seasoned salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Creole seasoning, and Italian seasoning. Then, continue to cook the ground meat until it has browned and completely cooked through. Once it is finished cooking, add 32 ounces of your favorite tomato sauce. I'm using Ragu chunky tomato, garlic, and onion sauce. Once you've mixed everything together, take some of the sauce and place it in a bowl and then set it to the side to use later. Next, add the spaghetti noodles and mix them into the sauce. Once everything is mixed together, we can move on to the next step. In a pan, add the sauce you saved before. Make sure to spread it out evenly. Then add half of the spaghetti. Then add the cheese mixture. Once you've added the cheese mixture, spread it out evenly throughout the pan. Next, add the other half of the spaghetti. Once you've finished adding the rest of the spaghetti, add some shredded mozzarella and sharp cheddar cheese on top. When you're finished, bake the spaghetti at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Once the spaghetti has finished cooking, add some parsley on top and then enjoy. And this is the finished result. This baked spaghetti was absolutely delicious. It's cheesy and tastes great, and it's super easy to make. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make seafood stuffed shell, so let's get started with the video. Begin by peeling and deveining about 5 to 7 large shrimp. When you're finished peeling and deveining your shrimp, you can go ahead and cook them. In a pan over medium heat, melt some butter. Once your butter has melted, add your shrimp. Then season your shrimp. I seasoned my shrimp with pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Old Bay, and paprika. Then cook your shrimp for about 4 to 5 minutes. When your shrimp have finished cooking, take them out of the pan. Next, in that same pan, add a half a cup of diced onions. Sauté your onions for about 4 to 5 minutes. When you're finished sautéing your onions, add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Sauté the garlic and the onions for about a minute or so. Then, remove your garlic and onions from the pan and set them to the side. Next, chop up the shrimp you cooked before. When you're finished, set your shrimp to the side. Next, in a large pot of water, add salt. Then bring the water to a boil and add your jumbo pasta shells. Cook your pasta shells for however long it says to on the box. While the pasta shells are cooking, we're going to make our sauce. In a saucepan over medium heat, add olive oil. Then add 1/4 cup of onions and 1/4 cup of bell peppers. Sauté the onions and bell peppers for about 5 minutes. Then add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Cook everything together for about 1 to 2 minutes and then add 1/2 cup of chicken broth and 1 cup of heavy cream. Mix everything together and then bring your sauce to a simmer. Once your sauce is thick, add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1/2 teaspoon of Creole Seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt if needed, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Mix everything together until well combined and then set your sauce to the side. Next, we're going to make our filling. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of ricotta cheese. Then add 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese, 1/2 cup of lump crab meat, 1/2 cup of crawfish meat, 1/2 cup of your chopped shrimp, the onions and garlic you cooked before, 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of seasoned salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 egg. Once you've added all your ingredients, fold everything together until well combined. When you're finished, add your ricotta mixture into a piping bag or a Ziploc bag. This will make it easier to add your filling inside your pasta shells. If you don't have a piping bag or a Ziploc bag, then you can just add the filling with a spoon. Next, in a baking dish, add a layer of your sauce. Then fill your jumbo pasta shells with the ricotta mixture and place them into the baking dish. When you're finished, pour the rest of your sauce on top of your pasta. Then add some Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese on top. Next, cover your baking dish in tinfoil and place it in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes, remove the foil and then place your pasta back into the oven on broil and cook it for about 2 to 5 minutes, just long enough to melt the cheese and brown the top a bit. Sprinkle some parsley on top and you are all finished. And this is the finished result. This came out great and it tasted really good. The pasta was creamy, cheesy, and delicious. And it looks absolutely amazing. Stuffed shells are one of my favorite pasta dishes, so I hope you enjoy this seafood version like I did. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I will be teaching you how to make a classic lasagna. I've been using the same simple recipe for lasagna since I was a kid and it's still delicious. So let's get started with the video. Begin by adding olive oil to a pan over medium heat. Then add either turkey meat or ground beef. When it comes to lasagna, spaghetti, or tacos, I usually just use ground turkey meat instead of ground beef. Then add your seasonings. So I added seasoned salt, Creole Seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, pepper, and Italian seasoning. You're going to want to add a good amount of seasoning, at least a half a teaspoon or so, to make sure that it's well seasoned. Now just cook your meat until it is brown. Reduce your heat to low and then add your sauce. My favorite tomato sauce to use is Ragu tomato, garlic, and onion sauce. Proceed to mix your sauce into your ground meat. Cover your sauce and set it to the side. Next, bring a large pot of water to a boil. Make sure to add salt to your water. After that, add your lasagna noodles. I boiled around 10 lasagna noodles. When you've added all your lasagna noodles to the pot, just cook your noodles as long as it says to on the box. When your noodles are finished cooking, drain them and set them to the side. In a medium-sized bowl, add 1 1/2 cup of ricotta cheese. Then add 1 egg and 1 to 2 tablespoons of parsley. I decided to use some leftover fresh parsley that I chopped up in a previous video. Now just whisk everything until well combined. When you're finished, go ahead and set that to the side. Alright, so now we're going to assemble our lasagna. Coat your pan in olive oil. Then add a small amount of sauce to the bottom of the pan. After that, add your lasagna noodles. I added 5 noodles. Then add half of your ricotta cheese. Then add Italian blend cheese, enough to cover the whole pan. Once you're finished with that, add half of your sauce. Then add Parmesan cheese, enough to cover the whole pan. Then repeat the same steps again. First noodles, then ricotta cheese, Italian blend cheese, and finally sauce. Top your lasagna with Parmesan cheese and your Italian blend cheese. Then add some parsley on top for presentation. Cover your pan in tin foil and then place it in the oven at 375 degrees for 25 minutes. After the 25 minutes, take the tin foil off and then cook it for an additional 25 minutes. After that, you are all finished. Make sure to let your lasagna cool for 10 to 15 minutes before eating. Since my brothers moved out and me and mom are the only ones who eat the lasagna, I did cut the recipe in half. So I'll add the recipe for a full pan of lasagna down in the description, as well as the recipe I used in the video. Look at that. That is so beautiful. The lasagna was absolutely delicious. See how hot it is? And that's after I let it cool for 15 minutes. That's why you should let it cool. Anyway, this was just a simple, delicious lasagna recipe that you can make for dinner. I've been making it for my family since I was a kid and it's still so good. Eating lasagna straight out of the oven is the best. I swear eating lasagna on the first night is way better than eating the leftovers in my opinion. Especially when you have some garlic bread with it and like a good drink like lemonade or cranberry juice. It's awesome. And I've made myself hungry. Well, alright, that's it for this video. Everything I used in the video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious seafood lasagna, so let's get started with the video. We're going to begin by preparing the ingredients. Dice 1 green bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper, and 1 onion. Next, peel and devein 16 large shrimp. After you've peeled and deveined your shrimp, rinse them under cold water to make sure that they're completely clean. Then, cut the shrimp into small pieces. When you're finished, set your ingredients to the side. Next, in a large bowl, add 16 ounces of ricotta cheese, 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and 1 tablespoon of parsley. Then mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, set your ricotta cheese mixture to the side. Next, we're going to make the seafood mixture. In a large pan over medium heat, add some olive oil and about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. Once the butter is melted, add the shrimp you prepared before. Then lightly season the shrimp with Creole Seasoning and paprika. You don't need to go too heavy on the seasonings because we will be seasoning the shrimp again later. Then saute the shrimp for around 3 minutes or until it is almost completely cooked. The reason why we're not completely cooking the shrimp is because it's going to continue to cook it in the oven when we bake the lasagna. Once you have finished sauteing the shrimp, turn off the heat and take them out of the pan. Next, in a large bowl, add the shrimp, 16 ounces of crawfish meat, and 16 ounces of lump crab meat. Then add a 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Then mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, set your seafood mixture to the side. Next, in a pot full of water, add salt. Bring the water to a boil and then add a 1/2 pound of lasagna noodles. Cook the noodles for 10 minutes. While the lasagna noodles are cooking, we're going to make the sauce. Over medium heat, melt 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter in the same pan you cooked the shrimp. Once the butter is melted, add a 1/2 cup of diced onions and a 1/2 cup of diced bell peppers. Sauté the onions and bell peppers for 3 minutes. After the 3 minutes are up, add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Then sauté the garlic with the bell peppers and onions for about 1 minute. Next, add a 1/2 cup of chicken broth and 2.5 cups of heavy cream. Mix everything together until well combined and then bring your mixture to a simmer. Continue to cook the sauce until it starts to become thick. Once the sauce starts to become thick, gradually mix in 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese. Once the Parmesan cheese has melted and mixed into the sauce, lower the heat and then add a half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of Old Bay. Mix the seasonings into the sauce and then add 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Once you have finished making the sauce, you can begin assembling your lasagna. First, grease a baking dish with olive oil or non-stick spray. Next, add a thin layer of sauce to the bottom of the pan. When you're finished, add a layer of lasagna noodles. Then add a layer of ricotta using half of the ricotta mixture. Next, add a layer of seafood using half of the seafood mixture. After you finish adding the seafood, add a layer of sauce using half of the sauce. Make sure to spread the sauce out evenly. Then add a layer of shredded mozzarella cheese. Next, repeat the same layers as before. So, add another layer of lasagna noodles, another layer of ricotta using the rest of the ricotta mixture, another layer of seafood using the rest of the seafood mixture, another layer of sauce using the rest of the sauce, and last but not least, a layer of mozzarella cheese on top. Once you have finished assembling your lasagna, place it into the oven at 375 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes. Let the lasagna rest for about 10 to 15 minutes, sprinkle some parsley on top, and then you are all finished. And this is the finished result. This lasagna was absolutely delicious. It was creamy, cheesy, and there was a piece of seafood in every bite. The lasagna was also rich and packed full of flavor. If you love seafood and lasagna, this recipe is perfect for you. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.